Hello everyone. In this session, we'll see about how to extract a string from a part of a string. Okay, this can be done by using string methods concept in a JavaScript. Okay, next. So to extract a part of a string, it can be done in the three ways: by using the substr method of a string, substring method of a string, slice method of a string in a JavaScript. Okay, once you apply any of these method, it will never change the original string. Okay, we will see with the example. So okay, let us start with the substr. See, before seeing about that one, let us discuss about a string. A string is nothing but a series of characters. String is nothing but a series of character. It can be paragraph, it can be text, or it can be word. So string is a data type in a JavaScript which represent the series of characters. String is a data type in JavaScript which represent the series of characters. So here my series of character is nothing but HTML comma space CSS comma space JavaScript. Okay, so how it is represented? So see here how many characters I'm having. So if I calculate, it will be give the length of the character. For example, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So this is the way we need to calculate the length. But in this series of characters, these series will be start from the index. The index is nothing but a zeroth index. In a JavaScript, particular to the data types concept, strings and arrays are starting from a zeroth index. String and arrays are starting from a zeroth index. See here, H is starting from the zeroth index. One is starting, T is starting from one index. Next, so this is the way it will be go. Here also, here I'm having the space. Index will consider the space, include the string. So in between the strings, if we have the space also, that can be treated as an index. So each space can be treated as a one index. For example, if I give two spaces here, it will be take the two indexes. If I have the only one space, it will take the only one space. So the characters in the string are starting from zeroth index up to how many indexes? That a string length minus one. This is the way a string is represented and with the indexes. Okay, so let us start with how to abstract. The first method is substr method. The substr methods begins a specified index position and returns the number of character which is specified. So same statement in the syntax. Substr is the method. It will take the two parameter. The parameter one is the start index. Next one is the number of characters from the start index. Okay, let us see this one with the example. So here I'm considering a simple this example where str is equal to, I'm considering this is my string. I'm considering this is my string. Str is my string. So here I need to apply the substr. Okay, str dot substr. So it will take a starting position of a string and it will consider the number of characters. Okay, I want starting position from 0. So it will return the total string. For example, I want from the index number 6. So let me calculate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 means it will start from here. 6th means it will start from here. CSS onwards. So let me give substr of 6. Second parameter is optional. So if you not provide a second parameter to substring, it will return the start position, start index position to the rest of the string. For example, what will happen if I specify? Next, I need the from 6th index, I need the 3 characters, 6 comma 3. In this case, it is returning CSS. Next, let me calculate 3, 4, space is the 5, 6, 7. If I give 7 comma 6, see here, it will return CSS comma JS. So number of characters are 7. No? It will start from the 6th index of your substr. Number of characters are 7. No? It will start from 6th index of your str. Your str ultimately, this is the one. Okay, so this is the way substr will be work. Okay, this substr will not change the original string. See here, STRE will not be changed. But once you extract, you need to pass this data to same string or else some other string. Then only that will be changed. Here, I'm assigning this output to the same string. So which can be possible in a JavaScript. A JavaScript is a dynamically typed programming language. This type situation will be possible. Now check str, CSS. Okay. Next. Otherwise, we can able to pass this output to some other variable also. So this is about a substr method. Okay. Next, we'll see about the next method. The next method is substring method in a JavaScript. Okay, so what it will do? The substring method extract characters between the two index positions. In the substr, it will start from the start index and the number of characters. And the number of characters, if you observe. Next, but whereas in a substring, it will start from the start index and you need to specify the end index also. And you need to specify the end index also. But in a substring, the end index will be excluded from the output result. Okay, we'll see this example. Where str is equal to HTML comma CSS comma JavaScript. So let me print this output str. So this is my output. However, substring will be work. Substring will take the start and end index positions. Same as a substr, it also will work. The difference between substring and substr is substr will be second parameter will be the number of characters. But here the second parameter is the index of the last index what you are. So from up to how many, from which index you want the output. So the second parameter is optional here also. In the substr, second parameter is optional, same as substring also second parameter is optional. So let me give substr 6 comma 9. So you will get the output of CSS. So let me check this one, how 9 CSS will become. So let me go here. See here, HTML, CSS, and JS I given. Okay. But here observe. So up to here, fifth index, sixth index is from the CSS, seventh, eighth, ninth is the comma. Ninth is the comma index. Ninth is the comma. Okay. Ninth index is the comma. But substring will exclude the end index position. So it will consider C. It will consider C as which position? Sixth. S as 7. This one is the 8th. This is the 9th. So you are mentioning a 9. This will be excluded. So it will consider a start index to end index 6 comma 7 comma 8. The output is CSS. The output is CSS. So which is the difference between the substr and the substring? Okay. Next method. Next. So here, if a start index is greater than the end index, that is swapped, which is a special behavior of substring. For example, let me give like 9 comma 6, 9 comma 6. The 9 comma 6 will be swapped, which is the behavior of a substring. The behavior of substring is it will be swapped. Okay, if you given whenever start index is greater than the end index. Okay, for example, if you are giving the less than 0, I let me give like this. For example, -2, it will be considered as it will treat as a 0. Okay, so it will be treated as a 0. 0th will be start from the here HTML total string will be printed. So the negative values will not be considered in the substring. For example, -1 also. Okay, if I give the 0, the start will be 0. Substring will be start on the work from the 0th onwards. If I give the start index greater than the end index, sorry, and if I give the, like, this situation, start index is greater than the end index, then this will be swapped. Okay, which is the behavior of substring. Okay, let me go to the next one. The next one is slice method. Slice method. The slice method is same as the substring method. The slice method is the same as a substring method. How substring will be work, right? Same slice also will be work. Str dot slice of, it also it will take the start and end index. But in the sub str, start index is the mandatory. Here it is the optional. If you not provide anything, it will be start from the 0. But whereas in the sub str, substring, the start is optional. If I give like this, output come, but the start is mandatory. The start is mandatory. They are mentioning start is mandatory. That's why they're not given the question mark as per the syntax. Here slice is the start is not mandatory. But in this case, what is the difference between these two? Whatever the substring performs same thing, 6 comma 9 I given the output, right? You will get the CSS. But while discussing about this substring, we have discussed one point. The point is, if you given 9 comma 6, 9 comma 6, that will be swapped to 6 to 9. That will be not 6 to 9. Let me check same in the slice how it will be work. Slice will not be support such a cases. 9 comma 6. So see here, you are getting the empty data here. So which is the first and foremost difference. The next difference is index value in terms of negatives. For example, -1. So -1 will be reverse. It will calculate from the reverse of a string. See here, -1 is nothing but a string will be start from the 0. So in the left to right direction. So in this direction 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it will become like this. Okay, but a slice method will be start from the, so like this. In case of negative values, for the negative values it will be considered like this: -1, -2, -3, and so on. So -1 is nothing but your S. Okay, so let me give how it will work for the -2. -2 is nothing but a -1, -2. JS you will get it. Let me give 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -7. You will get a CSS comma JS. This is the way slice method will be worked. Okay. So the difference between the substr and substring is substr will be considered the second parameter is the number of characters, whereas a substring will be considered second parameter is the index position. That index will be excluded. Slice also same as a substring method, same as substring method. It also exclude the syntax, same sub slice. So here is the string substring. Okay, syntax is a substring. Slice start and end index. Here also it will exclude the end index. But what is the difference between the substring and slice is, if you given that if you given the start index is greater than the end index, it will not be swapped like a substring. Okay, next difference is if you give the non-negative values, it will calculate from the last to the first. Last to the first, nothing but a reverse of the string, the calculation will be start. So which is the difference? So this is about extracting a string from a string methods in a JavaScript. Okay, thanks for watching.